And joining us now is Brian Smyj, who has been a stuntman and stunt coordinator for more than 20 years. Brian, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. As we said, you've been doing this for a while. What do you think's going on over there?
I think that there's needs a little more in-house overseeing, a manager, a stunt coordinator who's there all the time, overseeing everything constantly.
Are these types of stunts that they're doing on the show, you look at this video and it looks incredible. Yeah. Are these stunts unprecedented on Broadway?
They are on Broadway, but not in the movie industry. So there are things that really shouldn't be happening. I think they're pushing things a little faster for the show to get it open, to get it moving. And instead of testing, they probably tested until they got it right, instead of testing until they got it right every time.
How dangerous is it for these actors?
It's pretty dangerous. I mean, if you lose a line, and the guys, some of these winches will move you at like 40 feet per second.
Yeah.
And it's like being in a car accident, it's like getting hit by a car.
The show was shut down for 2 days after this last incident. Well, safety officials came in and worked everything out. Based on your experience here, after 2 days, how optimistic are you that they have worked everything out?
Not very optimistic.
Really?
No.
What do you do at this point if you're the producers of this show?
You bring in somebody with a different perspective. You bring in some of the big guns who do this type of thing constantly, rigging guys who are there all the time. And it might just be a different perspective from the rigging guys who set it up to evaluate what they did, to step away from it from a different view.
Again, from your experience, based on what's happened over there thus far, do you think the show can go on?
It can. I really think that they need to be careful because the city's talking about pulling the plug on this, and if you get 65 million in, you might want to get the best people possible in there to review everything.
Yeah, $65 million production, the most expensive production in Broadway history.
Right.
What are your fellow stunt coordinators and the actors that you're talking to on Broadway saying about this show?
You know, they see what's going on. They know that the show's being pushed, and it's a budgetary thing. It's something you deal with as a stunt coordinator. You have to be, to work with the company. It's a business at the end of the day. You have to make it work.
Brian, I understand you were originally going to be a part of this production.
I got called originally for it. I don't really get involved with live productions. I try to stay away from it. Features, you get to work the bugs out a little bit more. And you're not stuck there with live audience if something shuts down. I mean, this originally went on with Cirque du Soleil.
And the stunt coordinators they are using are from the movies, right? The Spider-Man movies, is that
correct? They are
correct?
from the original Spider-Man movie. The guys who rigged it. Now, there's not really an in-house stunt coordinator there all the time. If something goes wrong, they go back to these guys and bring them back to evaluate the problems.
Yeah. You see what's going on over there. Any regrets that you're not part of this production at all?
Not now.
Not now. All right. Brian Smyj.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Great.
We appreciate it.
Enjoy the holidays.